Welcome to the Saurian Isles, the latest set by Factory Games. So this month's release by Factory Games is all about the Lizardmen, or the Lizard Folk, however you want to call them, and they look fantastic. So what comes included with the Saurian Isles? Well, you get this big beastie here, the Dragon Lord Gondol, which is on a 100mm base. He looks absolutely fantastic. I've only partially painted about here. I still need to go back in and do things like the gold and everything, but he is absolutely awesome. Massive wingspan, gonna look fantastic on the game table. You also get a host of 4 Saurian warriors and their Saurian war chief as well. I really like the look of these. You also get 4 Saurian skirmishers, which are fantastic. They're kind of like little skinks that you'd get from Warhammer, and they look really good. I love their long necks there, and they're kind of like bulbous. They just a little bit of a unique spin there. You'll also get some spider riders as well, which you can go on the face spiders, which we'll come on to very shortly. They're also really nice, cool little sculpts. You also get these 2 little baby basilisks, which are fantastic, super cute, and again, true Factory style. There always seems to be something that's all cutesy and little in there. Then you also get the giant basilisk, which is this 8-legged lizard creature, all menacing and everything like that, but he looks like a little puppy in comparison to the king basilisk, which is this big beastie with all these spines coming off him, and he looks absolutely fantastic. Next up, you get some phase spiders as well. The great thing is you can have these phase spiders on their own, or you can just stick a little rider on there as well, which just, again, depending on how you're going to use these, I just like that kind of customization that you can have. And there's also a little baby phase spider to go with it. But again, there's also the big beastie, the giant phase spider. I really, really like this. And with all of these models, you get bases included as well, so they're all their own little unique custom base that goes with them. With the giant phase spider, I think it's probably one of my favorite ones there, because you've got all the spider webs and everything else. You've got all these kind of rocks sticking out of the ground. It looks really, really good, and it really complements the sculpt they've got going here. You also get your standard heroes, so you get Jarek's Var, which is necromantic shapeshifter, and Cyrus Hellborn Rogue. Now this rogue reminds me of someone. Not quite sure, I can't put my finger on it, but yeah, I'm definitely going to have to paint them up in a certain paint scheme. So that's all of like your characters, your enemies, everything you're going to encounter. With the set as well, you get your terrain as well, so if you don't have that terrain already, you don't have those STLs that you can print off, you get them included with that. So you get some mushrooms, you get a big pile of gold, and again, it's just nice to really mix up your game table and have something different. And of course, the big standout is you're going to get that D&D adventure with it as well. So you can take all of these minis that you printed off and actually play with them, which is kind of the point, to get them onto the table. So let's talk about the print quality, how easy they are to get off. Again, you've got that option. If you are somebody who's really good at doing support, they come unsupported, but you also have the pre-supported versions as well. So if, like me, you're not fantastic at doing support, or you're just not good at doing support, they all come pre-supported. You can just throw them into your slicer and get them printed off. I did have some issues just where it was me being lazy and I didn't do the hot water method when breaking them off, which meant I took a few legs off of the spiders, which is just silly of me. These are obviously a little bit more fragile and delicate just because of the fact that, like on these little Saurian skirmishers, for example, it's not just that they have a bow, they also have the arrow knocked on the bow as well. So they do have smaller, finer details. So going through this, just be cautious, snip around the support, then pull off the rest of them, and you won't have any breakages like I did. I then primed them all up, as I usually do, with a bit of a Xenophil prime, and then started hitting them with my Army Painter speed paint. The details are fantastic, and one thing that I do love about all of their sets, and it's the same with these ones as well, is you can go for a more fast and furious paint job like I've done. I've not really used too many different colors there. I've just gone in and picked out a few different details and just got them looking to this standard, which I'm really happy with. But if you are like that more pro painter and you don't have loads of stuff that you want to paint through, you could spend a lot of time on these, because there's so many little details here that you can really pick them out and make these things look absolutely fantastic. There's been some fantastic paint jobs over on their Discord channels. It's worthwhile always checking out to get some inspiration. So you might be wondering what the Saurian Isles is all about. Now, their synopsis is: it's far across the sea awaits a land torn apart by ancient calamity, where sulking lizard folk and unnatural terrors infest the remnants of a long-lost civilization. And under them all, deep below the isles, the ancient dragon Gondol slumbers atop a mountain of ill-gotten wealth. Now that to me sounds pretty exciting. You're all going to go off sailing, have an adventure with your friends, and fight some of these things. So I am really happy with this month's release. Had an absolute blast painting all of these up. And a nice little thing there as well is they're all in nice amounts of units. So if, like me, you want to do a bit of D&D, but you also want to use them as proxies for other lizard folk in other types of games, there's enough here that you could then mirror them, have a set of 10 of these Lizardmen, and have a set of 10 of like these skink type things, and these awesome dragons and everything else. There's good things here that you can do to make these good proxies for wargaming as well. So, you know, bear that in mind as a nice little bonus. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you have, hit the like and subscribe button. Come along for some more awesome content. I'll see you back here in the future for some more 3D printing and painting videos.